My name is Andy Gillette. I was in the Youth Entrepreneurs classroom in 1997 in Wichita, Kansas. Currently, I'm the Vice President of Programs at the Bill of Rights Institute. So my family dynamic, I'd say, is pretty average. We were pretty solid middle class. Definitely, weren't wealthy. We weren't super poor or anything. My dad he had two jobs his whole life, and he worked at one place for 35 years. And I think I took from him that work ethic. My mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she would always do kind of creative projects, and every once in a while she would kind of start, I wouldn't maybe call it a business, but kind of start these small projects where she'd sell stuff. She kind of gave me that attitude that there's not just one way to do things, and there's probably a lot of fun ways to do things. You just got to find it.
Good to know.
I was super shy. Like my freshman year, almost literally, I think I had 2 friends and we weren't in the same classes, so it was just awful. Physically very attractive, obviously. My sophomore year is when I joined the YE class. I heard there was this class where they would just give you $25 for free and you got to keep it. And so as a 16-year-old, I thought that was a pretty sweet deal, so I signed up. Then when I got there, it was just really interesting, the topics they were talking about, the speakers they had, and the other kids that were in the class. So they kind of lured me in, but then the ideas were what kept me. In that fall semester, I sat in the back of the room, didn't talk, but just as we started hearing presentations and as I was encouraged to speak and share my thoughts, I started coming out of my shell and meeting new people, and I was put in situations where I had to sell things to strangers, so figuring out ways to talk to people without sounding like a weirdo. All those things, I think, are skill sets that I'm so fortunate to have gotten because of YE. We had like a wide swath of people in that classroom. We had kind of troublemakers, we had kids in honors classes, we had kids that was just kind of struggling just to come to school. And I think because YE would really challenge us intellectually, but also, we had so many opportunities where we could work hard and then profit from it. It wasn't like math class where we just got good grades on a test. Here, if we did a good job in the YE class, we would actually earn something that we get to keep. And I think that helped me and the other kids around me to kind of be more disciplined, because we can get excited about something that was more than just learning words in a book. YE was kind of one of those turning point moments for me where I got introduced to this whole world of entrepreneurship and business and being kind of active and engaged in society. And I think that was the first time that I really set kind of those longer term, larger goals. So I started one really lame business called Pickle Video Productions, which is a dumb name because we would videotape weddings. So people like having their shining, bright, happiest moment of their life, and calling up Pickle Video Productions was probably tactically not a good idea. I started one business that was where I got a business license, I hired employees, had a business plan, invested money, and that actually helped pay my way through school. And that business that I started was called Effective Tutoring Incorporated. It was a tutoring company. I found out more that, for me, it wasn't really the goal. I didn't see it as the goal as I have to start a business to either be successful or to be quote-unquote an entrepreneur. I saw it as I could go and work for someone else with an entrepreneurial mindset and still take a lot of what I learned in YE as a way to set me apart from other employees. Entrepreneurial mindset means you're opportunity focused, you're not waiting for someone to tell you what to do, you're not looking for a checkbox. You're really more focused about, okay, there's a customer out there, whether it's an internal person in my company that I'm helping or a more traditional customer out there. I need to find a way that I'm going to help them while we're also going to be making a profit or benefiting ourselves.
So I would say the way that we see Andy be entrepreneurial here at the Bill of Rights Institute, he pushes us all to test out different ideas and projects, and to start small, make a small bet, and then scale up if we see success from there. He pushes us to measure everything that we do and to really make sure that we're getting results from all of our projects and advancing our mission.
So currently I'm the Vice President of Programs at the Bill of Rights Institute. We're a nonprofit focused on education, and in my role as Vice President of Programs, I think having an entrepreneurial mindset is actually pretty critical for what we do. A lot of it has been kind of me or working with the team coming together and finding new and better ways to help teachers and to help students, to help our customers. I'd say my position doesn't allow me to be entrepreneurial. I think it really demands that every day I'm coming to work trying to find new and better ways to solve problems that are completely unique.
Our seminars, and so while we got a lot of interest there, there wasn't a lot of actually follow through. So if you look at the pipeline, there were a lot of.
I tell this to people all the time, but YE definitely changed my life significantly for the better. Got me to come out of my shell, got me interested in business and entrepreneurship. I think there's a big misconception that to be an entrepreneur you have to go out and start a business. From my point of view, being an entrepreneur is more about a way of thinking about the world and your place in it. And so if you're starting a business or if you're coming up with new ideas within someone else's existing business or organization already, those are still key traits that you're going to learn in that youth entrepreneurs class. They're going to help set you apart either from other business owners or from other employees.